Hi, this is Priyanka Chopra and you're watching Channel Y.
The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.
Y Media Group, established in 2001, is a media company with a 360-degree approach in reaching our audience over 5 platforms: television, radio, newspaper, online news portal, and mobile app.
Y Media has newspaper, midweek, radio, South Asian pop.
Hi, I'm Amitabh Bachchan and you're listening to South Asian Pulse.
Hi, this is Amir Khan and you're listening to South Asian Pulse.
अब हर दिन सुने GTA का नंबर 1 रेडियो स्टेशन FM 91.9
All English 24/7 television network and Y Media Plus.
You are watching Channel Y. Channel Y.
Prime Minister, welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be back.
Online, SouthAsianDaily.com. The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.
Hello everyone, my name is Yudhvir Jaswal. I'm the group editor at Y Media, and these days we are hearing a lot about financial instability, and of course interest rates are going higher, the inflation is going higher. What about real estate market? And we have 2 very special guests with us. They will be talking about real estate economy and of course what the current interest rates rise has an effect on the real estate. First of all, we like to welcome Hunter Milborne. Hunter, a very warm welcome on Y Media, sir. How are you?
Very good, sir. Thank you so much for having us.
You are very welcome. It's a pleasure backing you have back again on Y Media. And Audrey, a very warm welcome. How are you?
Great. Thank you.
Welcome. And Hunter, why don't I start with you? There's a lot of curiosity as far as the real estate market is concerned, and you being the expert, could you take us through what do you expect the real estate market to behave in the next quarter or so, and of course in the year 23 as well?
Listen, I think that, real estate market is really dictated by the price of money, which is interest rates for the most part, unless you're dealing with the very high end. So when interest rates go up, the price of money goes up and activity drops. And that's been, of the last 30 years, we've had 6 different cycles of interest rate increases, plateaus, and drops. And so, it's not an unfamiliar process. But for some younger people, it's a bit of a new process because they haven't experienced this much increase this quickly. So I think there's, some people that are, a little bit apprehensive, and rightly so. And so, but, always these things, interest rates go up, they plateau, they drop back down, market activity resumes. So, it's happened for many, many cycles over many, many years. So we kind of know what's going to happen next, in terms of, we just don't know exactly what the timing would be.
Yeah, and everyone is looking for the market. They're saying when is the market is going to bottom out. And if I see, I just was looking at the numbers from Canadian Real Estate Association, the recent numbers, and I think the market has flattened. Whatever bottom it had to go, it is there. And then the other day I was interviewing our immigration minister, Sean Fraser. He just announced last year we had 400,000 plus immigrants. This year, next year, they're planning to bring 450 plus. And by 2025, they're raising it to 500,000 immigrants. Everyone needs space to live. What will that impact? Approximately 150,000 plus immigrants being brought every year from now onwards. Will that impact the real estate market?
Yeah, I think the trend for those immigrants is really that many of them are more affluent too than in the past. So they might buy sooner rather than because the typical path for an immigrant is they're going to get a job, work, they're going to rent something, work for a few years, and then buy something. So I think that cycle may be accelerated a little bit given a more affluent nature of immigrants that are going to be coming.
Right. Hunter, I'll come back to you once again. But Audrey, I know you lead the marketing and there are so many different projects. What challenges are you facing from the marketing perspective? Do you think the sales are high or almost there, or the sales volume is low? How's that playing out?
Well, I mean, the market has definitely been affected by interest rates. However, we are still seeing that people are buying. Those investors that still have deposits in place, they know that now is the right time to buy just because they're getting the best deal possible. And obviously, once the economy gets better, prices start to appreciate again. That's when other people jump in. So now is really the right time to buy when they're getting the best incentive package program.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This is a good time. You could get some very good deal from the builder. So any deals that you're offering, and we talk about the specific projects as well. But I just wanted to know what sort of deals are the builders and especially your group is offering these days for any potential buyers.
Well, I think that we launched 3 weeks ago today. We launched 2 projects for MIDWEEK. One was in Milton, and one was at High Park, Bloor and Kiel. And, they both did quite well. And what they did was, MIDWEEK has a reputation for meeting the market. And if the market's slowed a little bit, then they said, look, we have to be sharper on our pencil with respect to price and also terms. So they went with a 10% deposit on a pre-construction project, which is a little bit unusual because most of those deposits are typically 15 or 20%. And they eliminated any cost clawback on development charges. So one was called Myland Creek. It was in Milton, and it's probably about 2/3 sold after just 3 weeks. And the other one was called West Bend, which was at Bloor and Kiel, right at High Park. It was a smaller building, 175 units, but same deposit structure and no adjustments back on closing. So the market's very, very sensitive because if you come out with something ordinary, it might get really rejected or not do that well. But if you come out with something that's even a tiny bit more attractive than normal, it's really gobbled up. So it's very, very sensitive, the market that we're finding today.
All right. And Audrey, any specific projects that you want to mention for our audience? Any people who are planning to, buy homes, for the principal homes or, even for potential investors as well?
Yeah, for sure. So we have a great project in Rosedale. It's called Number 7 Dale. And the beauty about this project, really, it's in the most highly regarded neighborhood of Rosedale. And what we're really offering here is a beautiful, true boutique building in the heart of Rosedale. Only 26 residences available. They're all very spacious unit, starting from 2,500 square foot all the way to over 51 square foot residences, and top of the line finishes. So, what's great about the residence is not only are we offering spacious units, it's also, right in the heart of one of the best neighborhoods in Toronto itself.
Wow, that's amazing. And when is the closing for this one?
So occupancy, we're looking at spring of next year, so in a few months' time. And that's when, the residents will get to enjoy their top of the line multi-tenancy, custom millwork, Gagano appliances, and Dada kitchens.
Okay, and any deposit structure that you want to mention?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So in terms of deposit structure, just because we're very close to occupancy, we're looking for a flexible 5 to 10% deposit structure. So that's something that we can definitely work with our potential buyers. All they have to do is, come to our presentation gallery. We can take them on a tour to see the actual site, and then definitely go from there.
All right, Hunter, you want to add anything to this project?
Well, I think that's sort of at the opposite end of the spectrum because, most of what we deal with is more entry level or mid-market, but this, the prices range from, 7 million to 9 million for most of the suites. There's one penthouse that's almost 18 million. So it's not for everyone, but it's not something where people are as conscious about interest rates. It's really something that if it's time for you to sell a large home and move down, And this project was a project that started construction during COVID. So it was something that it was just the time for it. And, there's been 16 sales made out of the 26. So there's 10 of the residences remaining. So it's been quite well received. So it just shows you that there's something at every end of the spectrum, that can work.
All right. That sounds interesting. And Audrey, anything else you want to add regarding this project? Any other project from your group or regarding the market before I let you go? Audrey.
The other project that's worth mentioning would be Radio Arts in Hamilton. The Hamilton city is growing very quickly. As of now, it's, Canada's 10th largest city. So, with regards to that, there's a lot of investments, about $4.6 billion, flowing into the infrastructure. And a big bulk of that is, the LRT line that they're building right along King Street. And that's where Radio Arts is located. So we do have, some inventory still available. We also do have 75 James, also in Hamilton, that just recently launched. So, if the viewers are interested, they can definitely send us a quick email, to our info email, info@milborne.com, and we can definitely direct them to the right sales team to be able to help them, invest in the best property.
All right. And Hunter, your message from the Milborne group, I see your group really progressing all the time. So it's time to get some great advice, especially in these times. On my radio shows, on my TV talk shows, and even otherwise, I keep on getting text messages, calls. What do you advise? I said, I'm not a real estate agent, but here's the guy. And I think let's hear it from you, from Milborne group. What's your advice?
Listen, I think that I'm often asked for that question, and I think that the key thing is that there's a saying in our industry that you can't outsave real estate. So whether you're a first-time buyer or you're moving up or moving down, I think the key for me is to not buy more than you can afford, because you don't want to be selling at the wrong time. But if you compare, being an investor in real estate, whether you're a move-in person or whether you're going to be renting it out, everyone's an investor because they want it to go up in value. And I think that, because we have a certain amount of inflation built into our system, whether it's 2% or whatever it turns out to be, that, every year a mortgage goes down, the values go up. It doesn't always happen in a linear way, as we can see now. But if you don't buy more than you can afford and don't sell at the wrong time, you're not going to be losing. So then you're winning by default. So that would be, I think, the plan.
All right. That's great to hear. Thank you so much, Hunter, for your time. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you so much for your time. And we look forward to carrying on this discussion. It was great learning about Milborne from you and, your projects. And Audrey, thank you so much for sharing the details. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Hi, this is Priyanka Chopra and you're watching Channel Y.
The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.
Y Media Group, established in 2001, is a media company with a 360-degree approach in reaching our audience over 5 platforms: television, radio, newspaper, online news portal, and mobile app.
Y Media has newspaper, midweek, radio, South Asian pop.
Hi, I'm Amitabh Bachchan, and you're listening to South Asian Pulse.
Hi, this is Amir Khan, and you're listening to South Asian Pulse.
अब हर दिन सुने GTA का number 1 radio station FM 91.9.
All English 24/7 television network and Y Media Plus.
You are watching Channel Y. Channel Y.
Prime Minister, welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be back.
Online, SouthAsianDaily.com, the biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.